Sebastian Janikowski to kick off for Seattle.
The big left foot of Sebastian Janikowski ready to get us started. And off we go from Soldier Field. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. First carry for the legend, it's Bo Jackson. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. Ball carrier.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's second and a yard from the 34. Jackson, and he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1.
No gain on the play. Brings up 3rd and 1.
So just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. They'll run here with Bo. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. That's good for 9 yards as they convert on the 3rd down play.
10 at the 43-yard line.
Just get the play off. Now Vick. And that's caught left side. It's Woods.
Vick's pass.
They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Vick, blitz coming, and down he goes. John Randall dropping the hammer. Tell you what, he did not have much time there to scan the field before he was ducking and covering.
Did it appear to you, as it did to me, that the defensive front won their play really quickly? Meaning the guys in front of him had almost no chance to block him. They were on him in a hurry.
Got a man. It's Randy Moss, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The 13 yards that time at a first.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
On the run, it's Bo Jackson. He'll get only a couple down to the 44.
Jackson, the ball carrier.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Michael Vick. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown! Randy Moss, 44 yards. And his guys have taken a first-quarter lead. Quite the drive there to get things started. They took up the bulk of the first quarter, and they end up in the end zone.
And I love your last point. Ended up in the end zone. Because a lot of teams like those long drives, especially to keep their offense off the field, right? Keep the ball away from them. But they finished it with a touchdown. That's the exclamation point. Now flip it over defensively. They've got to slow that down somehow, right? Maybe they need to be a little more aggressive. Maybe a few more pressures towards the quarterback.
1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Play action. Now Griffin. Steps away. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. That one goes for 30 yards.
Running their plays over and over during the week can often get robotic for an offense, but on game day they can often flow smoothly, as that one just did.
So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Here's Sanders. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10.
Griffin.
At the 31-yard line.
This is caught. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. DK Metcalf, 31 yards. And the Seahawks just an extra point away from tying this thing up. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2.
The game at 7. Sebastian Janikowski to kick off for Seattle.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. On the return here, and all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And the Seahawks have picked it up.
There's never a good place on the field to fumble the ball. Let's just call it as it is.
But definitely not in your own red zone.
In your own red zone, it's heightened, isn't it? Because you're almost automatically giving up a score and the momentum, and everything just changes for your team.
Yeah, so the kickoff fumble, now great field position. He's going to take off with it. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds, right at the 3. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
And a yard.
From the 3, 2nd and a yard. They'll run. It's Sanders. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Seahawks have taken the lead.
Sebastian Janikowski lining up.
CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the 2nd quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the 1st quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the 2nd. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
Now Janikowski following the score. He'll boot this one away. On the return, here's Hall. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
Hall on the return. His guys take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no...
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line. Well, look, we're watching a quarterback here that's obviously been around for a long time. That's a throw he wishes he had back.
He certainly does, but as you well know, this is a guy that's used to taking a few chances, used to fitting it into tight windows. These are throws that he's made before. Didn't happen to get it completed in this case.
And he's taken down inside the 30. It's a gain of 15. 1st down, Seahawks.
Seahawks. 1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Now Sanders. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
On second down, it's Sanders. Oh, and now there he goes left side. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. A great play there with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. It's good, and it is now 21-7.
Makes the score Seahawks 21. Our home team 7. Sebastian Janikowski.
Now Janikowski following the score. He'll boot this one away. On the return, here's Hall. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
They'll take over. First down and 10. At their own.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive, followed by an interception. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Well, Saquon's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
It's been such an impressive first half to get that lead. Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
3-yard line.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Play action now. Vick rolling to his right, pushing through the contact. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Jadeveon Clowney able to get in there and run him down for what's going to be a loss of 15 yards all told. After the sack, oh, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's second and a country mile. Another try after the first down sack. Vick, he's going to let this go deep for Jackson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick six. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And you're under a minute to go in the half. The first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
Intended for Bo Jackson. Incomplete. Brings up second and 10.
So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. To throw again. Vick trying to lay one up deep. Oh, and now Vick throwing another interception. Picked off down at the 2. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Intercepted. The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the problem.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And he will be brought down as as time has now run out on this first half of action. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Second half will start with a run by Sanders. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
He was brought down.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there holding the point of attack and not giving ground. Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Now they'll throw it with Griffin. Buying time to his left. And he's going to keep it here. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
2nd and 4.
Now a carry for Sanders. Sanders shaking and baking. 20! And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. A great effort there. 43 yards. And the Seahawks add on to their lead. He keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the